Okay, so this is just a quick video to talk about Algebra Help and basically some good approaches, some good advice on how to become successful in algebra, especially if you're struggling. Because if you're struggling and you're interested in Algebra Help, then this video is going to help you out. So just real quick, myself, who I am, I'm John Zimmerman. Okay, I'm the founder of a couple of cool math websites. One, algebratesthelper.com, and then I have another site, tabletclass.com. I taught middle school, high school, college, got the degree, master's degree, all that good stuff, years and years of experience. So, if you take a quick moment and listen to what I have to say, I'll give you some real good advice, okay? Some good guidance to, figure out, you know, so it will help you figure out how to get a plan together to get some algebra help, right? So if you're looking for algebra help, give me a minute or two of your time, and I think you'll appreciate that. All right, so basically, if you're looking for algebra help, chances are that you are taking an algebra class, right? So either in the classroom, I'll kind of draw a little picture here. So this might be you, and you might have some teacher over here spewing a bunch of algebra, and you're like, okay, I don't get that. All right, so you might have a classroom setting, or you might be someone like, let's say, a homeschooler or an adult that is engaging with maybe something like an online system, okay, or just a textbook. All right, and so you just have to read the material, and you still got a bunch of questions. All right, so let's take a look at both scenarios real quick, and then this way you can kind of like structure your plan. Okay, what am I going to do? All right, let's take a look at the classroom scenario. So the first thing is this: if you have a teacher, you need to you need to totally try to get as much out of that teacher as possible. All right, so you got to ask questions. Right, so you got to ask, and you got to go for extra help. Now, some of you are saying, "Oh, I want algebra help. I want algebra help, independently. Okay, I don't want to deal with this person because this person's a bad person, right? Let's make this person a bad person, make them real evil. Okay, as most algebra teachers are, they're screaming and yelling. Okay, no, I get that. Maybe you don't like your teacher, you don't understand them, and and they may not be the one that is going to be able to actually teach you. So I understand that. Okay, however, you still want to make a real strong effort to reach out to them because they're this person here, this evil algebra teacher. They're the ones that are going to end up giving you a grade, right? They're going to judge you on your character and how much you're trying. If all your efforts over here and they can't see that, guess what? They're not going to give you credit for everything you're trying to do outside the classroom. That's just the way it is. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're showing them a lot of effort. You're asking, you're going to their office hours, you're going after school, whatever the case might be. Make that effort. Okay, now beyond that, you say, yeah, I've done all that. I still need algebra help. So after you've done that, the next thing you need to do, okay, is you got to find someone that that explains math in a way you understand. So that might kind of seem like obvious, like, well, of course, well, do I need to switch class or need to find a teacher? Well, there's a lot of good options for you. Particularly if we're talking about algebra, what would suggest is the following: if you like my style of instruction, and you can go to algebratesthelper.com, okay, and there's a ton of videos, a ton of stuff, free stuff I put out there. Check that out, okay. Go to I could give you another site here. Go to Tablet Class on YouTube. Okay, find my channel. Just type in Tablet Class. I got like hundreds of free videos up there, and I think you might like the way I teach algebra. Okay, and I got other stuff like geometry and some other advanced stuff out there. But if you do like it, and more importantly, if you understand it, okay, if you understand, okay, what I'm saying, guess what? Then you're going to be learning, all right? And too often, we just don't understand the language a teacher might be using. Maybe they're using very complex or formal language, the second degree polynomial is to be factored and blah 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 blah. You're falling asleep. I would fall asleep. So you want to find a teacher. It really is going to, uh, break things down. Give you explanations that you get. You're like, oh, okay, now that makes a lot more sense to me than what I was being taught. And so now let me do some more practice, and then from that point forward, the key thing is this. Once you start understanding and learning, oh, got a little notes down here, let me erase that. Once you start understanding and learning, guess what's going to happen? You're going to start feeling better. Okay, so you're going to start feeling a whole lot better. Okay, and let me erase this. You can see I was doing some other math stuff down there. You can start feeling better, right? It doesn't feel good to be frustrated and not understand. But once you start understanding and you're learning, you start feeling better, and that's going to motivate you to want to continue to learn more. So that is the key. You have to get a different feeling about your learning situation. You got to feel better. You got to feel more self-confident. You got to feel like you can do this stuff. And it really takes some sort of personal connection. Okay. If you're saying, if basically say, I'm not going to listen to this guy, I'm just going to get the textbook and, learn it for myself, that more often than not, it's not going to work. I mean, it used to be before we had the internet and everything else, you have to hire an expensive private tutor to come teach you, and sometimes that didn't work because the tutor was no better than your teacher as far as explaining things. So you have options too. I would start with my site, Algebra Test Helper. It's totally free. Come over there; it's a free resource. And then of course tabletclass.com, which is a premier software site loved by people all over the world. We have tons and tons of members, and they love us because they understand the way I teach math. Okay, so anyways, you can go to our Tablet Class YouTube channel, check out some stuff there if you like. All right, so bottom line is this: if you're in a classroom with a teacher, you need to go 110% effort to try to understand how that teacher is teaching. Okay, because they're going to give you credit towards your grades and everything else, and they're going to see that you're trying. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is you need to go search out other teachers. And in this day and age, when you have the internet and YouTube, there's a ton of teachers out there that can help you. It just takes a little bit of effort, and that's my advice. Okay, start shifting your mentality to like, I can't get this, to okay, I feel better about it, and you'll start building some momentum. All right, so let's talk real quickly about the person who's taking algebra online, maybe going back to school as an adult. You have a textbook, you don't know what you're doing. Same thing kind of applies. Okay, it's a little bit different this way. If let's say you're a homeschooler, you can't go to your teacher because you don't really particularly have one. Your parent might be your teacher, but they already see how difficult you're learning. So you need to go right to resources like the things that I offer. Okay, look for other teachers that are going to explain things. And then one thing I would stress too for those of you out there that say like are homeschoolers, is to not get, I guess lack of a better word, overconfident, saying, okay, x plus 3 equals 7. All right, if I just do this and x equals 4, okay, now I'm really good at algebra. Okay, like I got it, I'm perfect, I'm done, I don't have to do any more practice, I finished algebra. Now this is kind of a basic, ridiculous kind of example, but if you don't have a teacher kind of there telling you, no, that's like a basic level, you need to go to a much higher level of understanding. You may not, you may not know that. Okay, so my advice to you for the homeschooler is for whatever text or online system that you're using, you need to really make sure that it has very high standards. Okay, so it's a rich and kind of deep curriculum it's going to challenge you. If you take like an easy algebra course and you feel great about yourself, oh, the algebra is easy. Yeah, of course it's easy because you're taking a super easy course. That's not going to help you later on down the line. When you're in calculus, you're going to fall apart. You're going to be like, this is terrible, and then you're going to have to try to relearn it, and you don't want to go there. So evaluate the curriculum, or evaluate the college you're in, or evaluate the class or the book you're using. Okay, so you do have some decisions there. And then after that, you want to go ahead and use resources like algebratesthelper.com or tabletclass.com, etc. Anyways, so maybe this is all obvious to you, but after 30 plus years of experience, be hugely involved in online education. I can tell you over and over and over again, thousands and thousands of people I've worked with over the years, this is the general game plan, and it always works. Okay, so stop being frustrated. Do something about your situation. Get the algebra help that's right for you. Okay, but be smart about it. All right, so hopefully at least come on over to algebratesthelper.com, check out our free resources, and have a great day.